Welcome to the New Pan-African, a channel focused on creating content to connect the African diaspora. This first episode delves into the originators of Pan-Africanism, those men and women who first confronted oppression in a new and unknown environment and ultimately laid the groundwork for generations. Let's start with some definitions. At its heart, Pan-Africanism is centered on the idea of unity. Pan-Africanists view all people of African descent as sharing a common origin, history, culture, and identity. Pan-African thought emerged as early as the 15th century in response to the brutal transatlantic slave trade, where millions of people from West, Central, and Southern Africa were captured and sold into slavery to work in the growing Portuguese, Spanish, Dutch, French, and English colonies of the Americas. In the cramped holds of slave ships, on sugar, rice, and cotton plantations in North Carolina, Salvador, and the Caribbean islands, African people from diverse linguistic and ethnic backgrounds were forced to live and work together. To survive the ruthless exploitation of European enslavers, they had to set aside old tribal rivalries and animosities. These enslavers often attempted to erase the ethnic identities of the people they held captive by converting them to Christianity, by limiting their ability to communicate with one another and the spirit world, by outlawing the practice of traditional African language and spirituality. In response to these repressive efforts, African people throughout the Americas rebelled violently. One of the earliest Pan-African uprisings against slavery occurred in the 1500s on the island of Hispaniola, modern-day Haiti and the Dominican Republic, where enslaved Africans united in what became known as the Santo Domingo Revolt. This rebellion, led by a coalition of diverse African groups, marked the first recorded uprising of enslaved Africans in the Americas, and set the stage for Pan-African-led insurrections that would take place later in the so-called New World. The most famous of these was the Haitian Revolution. Haiti, in its struggle to end slavery, demonstrated one of the highest expressions of Pan-African unity with its victory over the French in 1804. The Haitian Revolution became an inspiration for Africans in the battle against slavery in the Western Hemisphere, and in one of the most significant early representations of Pan-Africanism, Haiti made it its official policy that any enslaved person who reached its shores would be free and protected.